queue is what is probably giving us this possibility. Where have you, where have you been all my life? All my life. Where have you been all my life? All my life. Is there anybody else in the server? Like, we got like 20 people in our group. There's got to be some of us on besides me. Look, homie, what? Oh, they're waiting on him, man. And we're fucked, dog. We need to go now. We need to get this done now. It's not, but it's like a building. It's not even a custom place. It's literally just a barn that has walls built on it. No, I made a ticket to see if I could take the shit. Yeah, one admin said we could take it. Another one came into the ticket, seen the place I was at, and was like, that's Wendigo dealership. Well, you know, it was going great. We were fixing to be up. And then this motherfucker. Nobody. I'm by myself. Yeah, man. Because you can get base alert if you register your base. So you make one so that you can fucking jack the place without getting banned. Well, we're gonna say this conversation never happened, and on my looks like I'm on my way. Let me check the ice right now. Okay. If I go down here, it has the most cars.
My grandmother tree is going to die here, she thought. Lady Stark, kind of Mark across the golf. The girl sounded 1,000 leagues away. Are you well? Caitlin helped Stark swallow something with her eyes. I cannot do this, child, she called out. Yes, you can, the bastard girl. The world seemed to be spinning around her. Mountain, sky, and fuel whirling like a child's top. Caitlin closed her eyes to steady her ragged breathing. Moving was about the last thing Caitlin was about to do. Listen to the swirling of the wind and the scuffling sound of leather on the stone. Maya was there. Caitlin ran behind
No, you're fucked, buddy. Shouldn't have done that.
Another one. Go on. And so, foot by foot, step by step, the mules followed close behind them. The Wake House called Sky was no more than a high crescent-shaped wall of unbordered stone, raised against the side of the mountain. She looked up the slowly. Stables and barracks are in there. The last part is inside the mountain. It can be a little dark. And this is as far as the mules can go. This is a chimney, more like a ladder than proper steps, but it's not too bad. Another hour. Caitlin looked up. Directly overhead, pale in the dark, foundations of the Eyrie. It could not be more than 600 feet from below. She remembered what her uncle said about the Lannisters may have their pride, told Maya. A better sense. All day in the best part of the lower the back. Okay, she'll ride with the Turners. The sun was well above the mountains by the time Caitlin Stark finally reached the Eyrie. A stock nicely spoke and a hammered moon and falcon breakfast from the basket. Their bright It is. I have sent word to your sister. She left orders to be awakened the instant you arrived. I hope she had a good night's rest, Caitlin said with a certain lightness of tone that to go unnoticed. The men escorted her from the winch room up a spiral stair. The Eyrie was a small castle by the standards of the great houses. 7 slender white towers bunched as tightly as arrows in a quiver on a shoulder of the great mountain. It had no need of stables, nor smithies, nor kennels, but meant that its granary was as large as and its towers could house 500 men. But it seemed strangely deserted to Caitlin as she passed through it, its pale stone halls echoing and empty. Lisa was waiting Her long auburn hair tumbled unbound across bare white shoulders and down her back. A maid stood behind her, brushing out the nice tangles. But when Caitlin entered, her sister rose from her feet, smiling. "Cat," she said. "Oh, Cat, how good it is to see you, my sweet sister." She ran across the chamber and wrapped her sister in her arms. "How long has it been?" Lisa murmured against her. "Oh, how very, very long." It had been 5 years, it's true. 5 full years, to be precise. They had taken their toll. Her sister was 2 years younger, yet she was older now. Shorter than Caitlin, Lisa had grown thick of body, pale and puffy of face. She had the blue eyes of the ghost, but hers were pale and watery and never still. Her small mouth had turned petulant. Caitlin told her she remembered the slender, high-breasted girl who waited beside her that day in the Septic River Run. So lovely and full of hope she had been. All that remained of her sister's beauty was the great fall of thick auburn hair that cascaded to her waist. She looked well, Caitlin sighed, but tired. Her sister broke the embrace. Tired. Yes, oh yes. She seemed to notice the others then. Her maid, Maester Coleman, Sir Vardis. "Leave us," she told them. "I wish to speak to my sister alone." She held Caitlin's hand as they withdrew, and dropped at the instant the door closed. Caitlin saw her face change. It was as if the sun had gone behind a cloud. "Have you taken leave of your senses?" Lisa snapped at her. "To bring him here, without a word of permission, without so much as a warning? To drag us into your quarrels with the Lannisters?" "My quarrels?" Caitlin could scarce believe what she was hearing. A great fire burned in the hearth, but there was no trace of warmth in Lisa's voice. "They were your quarrel first, sister. It was you who sent me that cursed letter, you who wrote that the Lannisters had murdered your husband." "To warn you, so you stay away from them." "Mother?" Small voice said. Lisa whirled, the heavy rope swirling around her. "Robert, small for his age, sickly all his days. The shaking sickness, the maesters called it. I heard voices. Small wonder, Caitlin thought. Lisa had almost been shouting. Still, her sister looked very close. My God, she started. The boy laughed blankly. So, Caitlin had seen him. Lisa seated herself near the fire and said, "Come to mother, my sweet one." She straightened his red clothes and touched with his fine brown hair. "Isn't he beautiful? And strong, too. Don't you believe the things you hear. John knew. The seed is strong. Until he lost word. He kept saying Robert's name, and he grabbed my arm so hard he left marks. Tell them the seed is strong. His seed. He wanted everyone to know what a good, strong boy my baby was going to be." "Lisa," Caitlin said, "if you're right about the Lannisters, all the more reason to come back quickly. Not in front of the baby." He was a delicate temper, don't you, sweet one? "The boy is Lord of the Eyrie in the center of the Vale," Caitlin reminded her. "And these are no times for delicacy. Ned thinks it may come to war." "Quiet," Lisa snapped at her. "You're scaring the boy." Little Robert his teeth over his shoulder at Caitlin and began to tremble. His dog nose the rushes and he pressed himself against his mother. "Don't be afraid, my sweet baby," Lisa whispered. "Mother dear, nothing will hurt you." She opened her robe and drew out a pale, heavy dress tipped with red. The boy grappled for it eagerly and carried his face against the woman who began to touch. Lisa stroked his hair. Caitlin was at a loss. Incredulously. She remembered her own baby, 3-year-old Rickon, half the age of this boy and 5 times as fierce. Small wonder the lords of of the Vale were restive. For the first time, she understood why the king had tried to take the child away from his mother to foster with the Lannisters. "We're safe here," Lisa was saying. Whether to her or to the boy, Caitlin was not sure. "Don't be a fool."
As a kid, you believed in magic. Every now and then, you believe in it again. The all-electric RZ. Because the greatest pleasure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. Spring Fave, start at Chewy. Ready, set, refresh. I wonder what ESPN stands for. Rentals of stuff.
Don't be too confused.
No.
Miranda, I found a new apartment.
Rentals for spring.
Groundbreaking.
Calling all water lovers and joy seekers, nightlifers, toe tappers, and spontaneous dancers. Whether you cheer from the back row or sing along in the front, we're waiting for you. Let's Texas.
No one is safe. If you think hiding here will make the Lannisters forget you, you are sadly mistaken. Lisa covered her boy's ear with her hand. Even if they could bring an army from the mountains and pass the bloody gate, the Eyrie is impregnable. You saw for yourself. No enemy could ever reach us up here. Caitlin wanted to slap her. Uncle Brendan had tried to warn her, she realized. No castle is impregnable. This one is, Lisa insisted. Everyone says so. The only thing is, what am I going to do with this Andrew brought me? Is he a bad man? The wolfy Irish pumping from his mouth, the nipple wet and red. A very bad man, Lisa told him as she covered herself. The mother won't let him talk like a baby. We can try, Robert said. Lisa stroked her son's hand. Littlefinger and Brock was chatting, all elegant. And she was playing in Fortnite. As you will, my lord.
Oh, fuck. Okay. That's got it. A warm rain was pelting down from a starless black sky as they walked to the stables. Ned drew up the hood of his cloak. Jory brought out his horse. Get!
Young Will came right behind him, leading Littlefinger
Lay
with
down.
one hand, while the other fumbled with his belt and the lacings of his
Lay
trousers.
down.
A barefoot boar leaned out of the stable door,
That
giggling
fucking
at him.
head in.
"Will we be going back to the castle now, my lord?" Jory asked. Ned nodded and swung into the saddle.
Would you like to go
Littlefinger
eat?
mounted up
Are you
beside
hungry?
him. Jory and the others
Yeah.
followed.
Okay.
Chataya runs a choice establishment, Littlefinger said as they rode. I've half a mind to buy it. Brothels are a much sounder investment than ships, I've found. Whores seldom sink, and when they're boarded by pirates, why, the pirates pay good coin like everyone else. Lord Peter chuckled at his own wit.
Ned let him prattle on. After a time he quieted, and they rode in silence. The streets of King's Landing were dark and deserted. The rain had driven everyone under their roofs. It beat down on Ned's head, warm as blood and relentless as old guilt